Hollywood, a realm synonymous with glitz, glamour, and the dazzling allure of its stars, often projects an image of unattainable perfection. Yet, behind the meticulously crafted public personas and the shimmering façade, the lives of some of cinema's most iconic figures were far from flawless. This exploration delves into the surprising personal hygiene routines and eccentricities of beloved vintage stars, revealing a side of Hollywood that defies conventional expectations and adds intriguing layers to their legends. Michael Jackson, the king of pop. With a secret struggle, Michael Jackson, globally revered as the king of pop, captivated millions with his electrifying performances, groundbreaking music, and unparalleled showmanship. Albums like Thriller, Bad, and Dangerous not only redefined pop music but also cemented his status as a cultural icon. His ability to command a stage, his innovative dance moves, and his creative genius left an indelible mark on generations of artists and the music industry itself. However, beneath the dazzling public image, Jackson grappled with private struggles that remained largely unknown to his vast fan base. In his personal circles, he was reportedly nicknamed Smelly due to a neglect of regular showers and a habit of wearing clothes until they were beyond repair. This revelation offers a poignant glimpse into the human side of an adored figure, showcasing that even the most celebrated individuals can possess habits that are unusual or difficult to comprehend. While these hygiene issues were primarily private and did not impact his public persona, they have become a small, yet notable, anecdote within his extensive biography. It serves as a powerful reminder that immense fame and talent can often overshadow personal imperfections. Jackson's personal life was famously complex and frequently scrutinized by the media. His eccentric behaviors, legal battles, and family controversies garnered constant public attention. Despite these challenges, the world predominantly focused on his extraordinary achievements, his mesmerizing performances, and his profound influence on global culture. Minor issues like personal hygiene, while sometimes surfacing in biographies, were consistently overshadowed by his musical genius, his captivating stage presence, and his relentless creative drive, which ultimately defined his legacy. The intense demands of Jackson's career, encompassing long hours of recording, rigorous touring, and countless performances, likely contributed to inconsistencies in his daily routines, including personal grooming. Yet, this unusual aspect of his life never diminished his brilliance. Michael Jackson continues to inspire millions, proving that unwavering dedication, unparalleled talent, and boundless creativity hold far greater significance than superficial appearances. His story enduringly demonstrates that individuals can possess flaws and still ascend to extraordinary heights of greatness. Michael Jackson's journey is a profound reminder that even the most iconic figures have a human dimension, often hidden from the public eye. His personal hygiene struggles, though minor in comparison to his global impact, highlight the stark contrast between a meticulously constructed public persona and the realities of private life. He remains one of the world's most beloved entertainers, with a career that touched countless lives, and his music, artistry, and vision have left an everlasting mark on history, with his influence continuing to powerfully resonate. Clark Gable, the King of Hollywood. With a notorious secret, Clark Gable, the quintessential embodiment of Hollywood charisma, reigned supreme as the King of Hollywood. His iconic roles in Gone with the Wind and It Happened One Night solidified his legendary status. Gable's charm was effortless, his presence commanding, and his smile possessed the power to illuminate any room. He possessed the rare gift of immersing audiences in his world, rendering every role memorable and utterly captivating. Fans admired his self-assuredness and natural ease, while critics lauded his skill as a performer capable of dominating the screen. Despite his dazzling appearance and undeniable leading man status, Gable harbored a surprising flaw. He was widely reported to suffer from chronic bad breath and poor dental hygiene. This imperfection seemed almost inconceivable for a man whose public image was so carefully cultivated and meticulously maintained. Though rarely discussed publicly, this issue undeniably existed behind his polished exterior. On screen, it made little difference. His talent and magnetic charm were so potent that audiences scarcely noticed. His overwhelming charisma effectively overshadowed any minor lapses in personal care, unequivocally proving that exceptional skill and unwavering confidence frequently outweigh superficial imperfections. Marilyn Monroe, the icon of glamour and her human moments. Marilyn Monroe, a name instantly recognized worldwide, transcended mere stardom to become one of Hollywood's most famous faces. Starring in iconic films such as Some Like It Hot and The 7-Year Itch, her screen presence was nothing short of magnetic, capable of lighting up a room with a mere smile or a glance. People were not just watching her, they were utterly captivated by her energy and charm. Her beauty, distinctive voice, and graceful movements made her unforgettable. More than an actress, she was a phenomenon, a symbol of glamour and allure that drew fans from every corner of the globe. Marilyn's public image was a carefully constructed masterpiece, presenting her as a perfect fusion of innocence and sensuality. Her hair, makeup, and fashion were consistently flawless, the result of hours spent preparing to ensure she looked impeccable in front of the cameras. Her appearance became an integral part of her legend. Every detail mattered, and she diligently worked to maintain the beloved image fans adored. She keenly understood the power of presentation and masterfully leveraged it to establish herself as one of Hollywood's most enduring icons. However, behind this glamorous facade, Marilyn was undeniably human, complete with her own imperfections. While generally known for being meticulous with her grooming, there were times when the pressures of life intervened. The relentless pace of her career, demanding filming schedules, and significant personal challenges occasionally led to minor lapses in her routine. These moments were brief and largely imperceptible to the public, yet they served as a reminder that even a star as polished as Marilyn could face ordinary struggles. She was not perfect, but she navigated her flaws with grace and professionalism, ensuring they never overshadowed her immense talent. Marilyn's personal life was complex and frequently challenging. She contended with mental health struggles that profoundly impacted her daily existence and engaged in relationships with powerful men that attracted intense attention and scrutiny. These elements sometimes created significant tension and stress, yet they never ultimately defined her. Fans admired her for her charisma and talent, while critics recognized her extraordinary skill as an actress capable of blending comedy, drama, and vulnerability with effortless grace. Her struggles were an integral part of her narrative, adding depth to the radiant star who graced the screen. Joan Crawford, the iron will of cleanliness. Joan Crawford was an indomitable force of nature in Hollywood, renowned for her starring roles in films like Mildred Pierce and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. From the moment she appeared on screen, she commanded absolute attention with her strong presence, sharp voice, and precise expressions. Joan's fame was built not only on her exceptional acting talent, but also on her fierce persona. People admired her confidence and unwavering determination. She was a woman who knew precisely what she wanted and worked tirelessly to achieve it. Fans and colleagues alike could not ignore her formidable presence. One of the most striking aspects of Joan Crawford's life was her almost obsessive approach to personal hygiene. Unlike some stars known for occasional lapses, Joan maintained an unrelenting commitment to cleanliness. Her routine was rigidly structured, ensuring that every facet of her life met her extraordinarily high standards. This rigorous discipline was a key component of her polished and commanding public image. Every appearance, every role, and every photograph reflected her profound dedication to perfection. Her hygiene habits were not merely about health or aesthetics, they were a powerful statement of control, precision, and unwavering professionalism. However, Joan's dedication to cleanliness extended far beyond herself, often reaching her children. She expected them to adhere to strict routines, maintain immaculate rooms, and exhibit impeccable habits. This intensity frequently created tension within the home, as her children struggled to meet her formidable expectations. While her discipline may have been born of care, it was often experienced as immense pressure. Her personal standards, when applied to others, became an integral part of her complex legacy, illustrating that her relentless pursuit of perfection could sometimes engender conflict. Professionally, Joan's strictness and high expectations significantly shaped how she was perceived in Hollywood. She was respected for her talent and formidable work ethic, but also earned a reputation for being difficult to work with. Directors, co-stars, and crew members understood that Joan would never compromise on her standards. She demanded the best from herself and from everyone around her, which occasionally caused friction. Her uncompromising nature could make collaboration challenging, yet it also ensured that her performances were consistently precise, powerful, and utterly unforgettable. Later in life, Joan's reputation was further complicated by the publication of Mommy Dearest, written by her adopted daughter. The book detailed explosive allegations of strict discipline and violence, which shocked the public and dramatically altered how many viewed her. Fans were confronted with a side of Joan they had never imagined. A mother who applied the same intensity and rigor she devoted to her career to her family life. These revelations complicated her image, exposing the personal costs that her drive for perfection could incur. Despite the controversies and criticism, Joan Crawford remains an undeniable legend of Hollywood, and her films continue to be celebrated for their intensity and masterful craftsmanship. Charlie Chaplin, The Little Tramp, and his endearing untidiness. Charlie Chaplin, one of the most beloved figures in cinematic history, pioneered silent film comedy, starring in classics such as The Kid and Modern Times. From the very first moment audiences saw him on screen, he effortlessly captured their hearts. His iconic character, the Little Tramp, with his bowler hat, cane, and tiny mustache, was instantly recognizable and utterly unforgettable. Chaplin possessed the rare ability to evoke laughter, tears, and profound reflection, all within the span of a single film. His work transcended language and culture, establishing him as a global icon. What truly distinguished Charlie was not solely his talent, but his unique approach to appearance. Unlike many stars celebrated for their polished looks, Chaplin embraced an unkempt style that became his signature. His messy hair, worn clothing, and slightly scruffy demeanor were central to his comedic persona. This deliberate choice crafted a character that was simultaneously charming and deeply relatable. Audiences did not perceive these habits as flaws, instead they became an integral part of the magic that made his films so endearing. His hygiene, or rather the playful appearance of a lack thereof, was ingeniously employed to enhance the humor and humanity of his roles. Chaplin's unconventional appearance never hindered his career. On the contrary, it became an essential component of his brand. People laughed with him, admired him, and felt a profound connection to his characters. The scruffy, stumbling, yet eternally hopeful little tramp became a powerful symbol of resilience, creativity, and joy. Charlie demonstrated to the world that charm and talent could triumph over traditional standards of beauty and grooming. His comedic genius unequivocally proved that being loved and remembered is about heart, skill, and presence, not perfection. Beyond his on-screen persona, Charlie Chaplin's personal life frequently attracted attention. He was married multiple times, and his romantic relationships often made headlines. Additionally, his political views occasionally stirred controversy, with people questioning his beliefs and involvement in social issues. Despite these scandals, his hygiene or his playful disregard for conventional grooming was never an issue. It was inherently understood as an integral part of his artistry. W.C. Fields, the grumpy genius who embraced dishevelment. W.C. Fields was one of Hollywood's most unique and indelible personalities, gaining fame as a comedian and actor in classics like It's a Gift and My Little Chickadee. From the first moment audiences encountered him on screen, he left a lasting impression. Fields was instantly recognizable for his gruff voice, acerbic wit, and mischievously expressive face. He possessed a special gift for transforming everyday situations into uproarious comedy, utilizing his sharp humor and masterful timing to elicit laughter. His performances were imbued with a distinct charm even when he portrayed the grumpiest of characters. One of the most memorable aspects of W.C. Fields was his distinctive approach to personal hygiene, or rather his pronounced lack thereof. Unlike the majority of Hollywood stars who meticulously maintained polished appearances, Fields demonstrated little interest in grooming or cleanliness. He frequently appeared disheveled, with untidy clothing and a rough, hewn look that seemed perfectly suited to his characters. Alcohol often accompanied him, and he cultivated a reputation for smelling strongly of it. Fields seemed almost to wear his neglect as a badge of fierce individuality. Far from detracting from his career, this rough exterior became a defining characteristic of his on-screen charm. Outside of his films, Fields' life was equally colorful. He was notorious for heavy drinking and frequent disputes, sometimes engaging in brawls or heated arguments with others. Hollywood insiders occasionally criticized his rough behavior, and some were scandalized by his blatant disregard for social norms. Yet for audiences, these facets of his personality only enhanced his appeal. He embodied a kind of rebellious freedom that was rare in the tightly controlled world of Hollywood. People could relate to his imperfections, and they admired his extraordinary ability to transform perceived flaws into genuine art. Oliver Reed, the Hellraiser, whose talent transcended appearance. Oliver Reed was one of the most unforgettable characters to emerge from both Hollywood and British cinema, gaining fame for his commanding performances in films like Gladiator and The Three Musketeers. From the first moment audiences witnessed him on screen, his intensity and sheer presence were impossible to ignore. Reed possessed a unique ability to dominate every scene, drawing viewers into the story with a raw energy and sheer magnetism that few could match. His immense talent made him a star, but it was his famously wild lifestyle that cemented his legendary status, both on and off the screen. Despite these habits, Reed's on-screen talent remained undeniably formidable. Audiences were consistently captivated by his performances, drawn to his raw power, intensity, and compelling charisma. His untamed energy translated perfectly into the diverse roles he inhabited, whether as a hero, a villain, or a morally complex character. The public often readily overlooked his lapses in personal care because his skill as an actor was so overwhelmingly compelling. His commanding presence demanded attention, unequivocally proving that exceptional talent can often outshine superficial flaws and eccentricities. Reed's off-screen antics, however, were impossible to ignore. Stories of public drunkenness, heated arguments, and late-night brawls became an intrinsic part of his legend. While these behaviors sometimes led to missed opportunities or conflicts on set, they also reinforced the pervasive perception of him as a fearless, untamed figure. Montgomery Clift. The tragic impact of an accident. Montgomery Clift was one of Hollywood's most admired actors, renowned for his roles in films like From Here to Eternity and A Place in the Sun. From the very first moment audiences saw him on screen, his presence was magnetic. Clift possessed a rare combination of charm, striking good looks, and profound emotional depth that captivated viewers. He could portray sensitivity and vulnerability with a subtlety and power few actors could match, rendering his characters unforgettable. Fans and critics alike celebrated his talent, and he swiftly became a symbol of the new, modern leading man in Hollywood. However, Clift's life took a dramatic and tragic turn in the early 1950s. A severe car accident left him with devastating facial injuries and enduring physical challenges. His once perfect appearance was irrevocably altered, and this profound change had a significant impact on his confidence and daily life. The accident made even simple personal care immensely difficult. Tasks that were once effortless, such as grooming or maintaining a neat appearance, became arduous challenges. Clift struggled immensely to adjust to these changes, and his hygiene and overall presentation began to visibly suffer. The impact of the accident extended far beyond his physical appearance. Clift experienced immense emotional and psychological strain, which tragically led him to rely on alcohol and other substances as a coping mechanism. These habits further deteriorated his health, personal grooming, and professional life. Montgomery Clift's career was profoundly affected by these struggles. He received fewer roles, and his public appearances became less frequent. Filmmakers and studios grew cautious, unsure how to navigate his physical limitations and personal challenges. The once brilliant star found himself navigating a world that relentlessly prized perfection, and he often struggled mightily to meet those exacting expectations. His decline was not due to a lack of skill. He remained one of the finest actors of his generation, but rather to the visible and debilitating effects of tragedy and personal hardship. Buster Keaton, the great stone face. With a casual air, Buster Keaton was a legend long before words became an essential component of film. He meticulously built a career on movement, timing, and expression so exquisitely precise that audiences could laugh and marvel without a single line of dialogue. Known for silent film classics such as The General, Steamboat Bill, Jeer, and Sherlock Jr., Keaton was a pioneering force in physical comedy. He created moments that felt impossible, performing dangerous stunts with a calm, stoic face that earned him the enduring nickname, the Great Stone Face. Fans admired him not merely for his laughter-inducing antics, but for the profound cleverness, boundless creativity, and sheer artistry behind every single scene. Keaton's charm radiated far beyond the screen. Audiences adored the meticulous thought embedded in every fall, jump, and chase. Every stunt was painstakingly calculated yet appeared utterly effortless, a perfect synthesis of precision and playful spontaneity. While other actors relied on words or overt expressions to connect, Keaton's entire personality shone through his actions. He became an enduring icon of silent cinema, inspiring generations of comedians, actors, and filmmakers who revered his daring spirit and inventively brilliant mind. Off-screen, however, Keaton's life presented a very different picture. He maintained a famously indifferent attitude toward personal grooming. His hair could be messy, his clothes unkempt, and he frequently appeared disabled in public. In a world that fiercely valued polish and elegance, his appearance stood out, yet it rarely mattered to his devoted fans. In fact, his somewhat messy look became an integral part of his charm. People loved him not for his appearance, but for the profound joy, laughter, and relentless creativity he brought into their lives. His comic persona thrived precisely because of, not despite, his casual approach to hygiene. It imbued him with an everyman quality, making audiences feel as though they were laughing with someone real, someone who was not perfect, but endlessly entertaining. Lionel Richie, the smooth crooner's tour of neglect. Lionel Richie is a name that has resonated throughout music history for decades. Richie's public image is one of a polished, immensely talented, and charming performer. Fans admire not only his music but also his remarkable ability to convey emotion and joy through song. He possesses a captivating presence, both on and off stage, that draws people in, whether he is performing for thousands at a concert or appearing on television. His charisma and skill make him utterly memorable, and his profound contributions to music have earned him numerous awards and accolades. Audiences around the world view Lionel Richie as far more than just a singer. He is a living music legend whose artistry has shaped generations. While Lionel Richie's talent is undeniably immense, like many artists, his incredibly intense work schedule sometimes impacted his personal routines. During extensive periods of touring and recording, anecdotes suggest small lapses in personal care. The grueling demands of long hours, constant travel, and relentless performances made maintaining a strict hygiene routine inherently challenging. Yet, these moments were minor and rarely noticed by the general public. Unlike some other famous figures whose habits became an integral part of their legend, Richie's hygiene lapses were fleeting and overwhelmingly overshadowed by his immense musical contributions. His fans remained deeply devoted, focusing unequivocally on the music rather than these minor imperfections. Richie's dedication to music has always been at the forefront of his priorities. He dedicates countless hours in studios, meticulously perfecting songs, arranging intricate melodies, and creating music that resonates deeply with listeners. His intense focus on creativity and performance frequently took precedence over routine matters. This profound devotion to his craft is a key factor in his sustained position at the pinnacle of the music industry for decades. Even as minor personal habits occasionally slip, his professional excellence continued to shine brilliantly. Controversies in Richie's life have predominantly been related to personal relationships and industry disagreements rather than issues of hygiene. He has navigated the challenges of fame with remarkable grace, maintaining a sterling reputation for professionalism and immense talent. Audiences remember him for the music, the smooth voice, and the deep emotional connection his songs provide. His personal life, while not without its complexities, has never overshadowed the enduring impact of his artistry. Samson DeBrier, the bohemian host of Hollywood's avant-garde. Samson DeBrier was one of Hollywood's most fascinating and enigmatic figures. He gained significant fame for hosting a popular salon that drew an eclectic mix of artists, actors, and filmmakers from across the city. People flocked to his vibrant gatherings to share ideas, experience boundless creativity, and bask in his truly vibrant personality. He was also known for his appearances in Kenneth Anger's groundbreaking underground film inauguration of the Pleasure Dome, which firmly cemented his status as a key figure in Hollywood's avant-garde scene. DeBrier's presence was magnetic, and his eccentric nature made him utterly unforgettable to anyone fortunate enough to cross his path. Within the vibrant context of Hollywood's underground scene, DeBrier's hygiene habits did not in any way hinder his profound influence. His eccentricity, undeniable charm, and formidable intellect were what truly mattered most to the artists and creatives he entertained and inspired. He meticulously cultivated an environment where ideas flowed freely and where outward appearance was significantly less important than personality and vision. For DeBrier, being unconventional was a distinct form of art, and his approach to personal care powerfully reinforced that image. Audiences and peers admired him for his daring originality rather than critiquing him for mundane details like grooming. DeBrier's life was also enveloped in an alluring air of mystery. Rumors of royal lineage and captivating stories of wild artistic gatherings added intricate layers to his mystique. His eccentricities, combined with his unwavering refusal to conform to societal expectations, made him a truly memorable figure in Hollywood's bohemian circles. He was unapologetically himself, a man who lived strictly according to his own rules and, in doing so, inspired countless others to do the same. His apparent disregard for hygiene, far from being a flaw, became a potent symbol of his profound commitment to individuality and unbridled creative freedom. Despite his unconventional lifestyle, Samson DeBrier's contributions to Hollywood were significant. These revealing glimpses into the lives of Hollywood's vintage stars illustrate a compelling truth. True artistry and enduring charisma often transcend the superficial. While some stars meticulously cultivated an image of perfection, others, whether by choice or circumstance, embraced a more unconventional approach to personal care. These habits, far from diminishing their legacies, often added a layer of intriguing mystique, making them even more human and relatable. Ultimately, the power of their talent, their unique personalities, and their profound contributions to cinema and music continue to shine brightly, proving that greatness can exist in many forms, sometimes even with a few surprising quirks hidden from the spotlight. Even Hollywood's brightest stars had shadows. Which one shocked you the most? The king of pop, the king of Hollywood, or the great stone face himself? Drop your pick below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more untold stories that the silver screen tried to hide.